All right, today we're diving into a technique that seriously feels like a cheat code for your garden. We're talking about germinating seeds and how you can make it way faster and a whole lot more successful.
You know the feeling, right? If you've ever started a garden, you plant those seeds, you water them, and then you wait, and you wait, and you just stare at this patch of dirt asking yourself these exact questions. Honestly, it can be the most frustrating part of the whole thing.
But what if I told you there's a way to skip all that guesswork? A way to know for sure that your seeds are good to go before they even touch the soil? Well, there's a little secret that gardeners use, and today we're going to share it.
It's called the paper towel method, sometimes called the Baggie Method. And instead of just burying your seeds and hoping for the best, this technique lets you actually watch them sprout right before your eyes. So let's break down the 3 biggest reasons why this is such a game changer. First up, speed. Because you have perfect control over the moisture and the heat, seeds can sprout up to twice as fast as they would just sitting in the soil. No more waiting around for weeks just to see a little sign of life. And second, this is the ultimate test for your seeds. You know that old packet of seeds you found in the back of your shed? Instead of wasting a bunch of garden space to see if they're still any good, you can test them with this method first. You'll know with 100% certainty which ones are duds. And number 3, this is an unbelievable space saver. I mean, think about it. You can start 50 tomato or pepper plants in an area no bigger than a sandwich. For anyone who's short on indoor space, this is absolutely revolutionary. And you know the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment. You probably have everything you need in your kitchen right now. Some good paper towels, a Ziploc bag, a little water, your seeds, and a warm place to put them. That's it. Okay, so you're probably wondering how this actually works. Let's walk through it step by step. It's super easy, but there are a couple little details you've got to get just right.
First things first, let's prepare the bed for your seeds. Just grab a sheet of paper towel, run it under the tap to get it wet, and then wring it out. And I mean really wring it out.
This step right here, it's absolutely crucial. The goal is damp, kind of like a wrung out sponge, but definitely not dripping wet. See, if there's too much water, your seeds will just rot. But if there's too little, they won't get that consistent moisture they need to wake up and sprout. Okay, next up, lay that damp towel out flat and just place your seeds on one half of it. Try to give them about an inch of space. That'll stop their little roots from getting all tangled up later. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. Label your bag with the seed variety before you put the wet towel inside. Trust me on this one. Now, you just fold the other half of the towel over the seeds, kind of like you're tucking them into bed. Slide that whole thing into a Ziploc bag, but, and this is super important, don't seal it all the way. Leave about an inch open. Why? Well, seeds are alive. They need a little bit of oxygen to breathe, and that gap also helps prevent any mold from growing. Step 4 is all about creating the perfect little incubator for them. You're looking for a spot that's consistently warm, but, and this is key, away from direct sunlight. That plastic bag can turn into a little greenhouse and get way too hot, and you'll end up cooking your seeds instead of sprouting them. So, where's a good spot? Well, the top of your refrigerator is usually perfect. It gives off that gentle, consistent heat. Inside a kitchen cabinet works great too. Just whatever you do, avoid a cold windowsill or any place that gets hit with that intense, direct sun. All right, and now for the best part, the daily check-in. Seriously, just take a peek inside the bag every day. It's so exciting. Some seeds, like cucumbers, can sprout in just 24 hours. Others, like those stubborn hot peppers, might take a week or more. What you're looking for is that first little white root popping out. The second you see that root, it is go time. Now this next part, the transplant, this is the most delicate part of the whole process. You got to think of it like you're performing a tiny surgery, because how gentle you are right now determines everything for this little seedling. So that little white root, it actually has a name. It's called the radicle. This thing is the plant's absolute lifeline. If it breaks, that's it. The seedling is a goner. So when I say be gentle, I'm not kidding. It's non-negotiable. So here's exactly how you do it. First, poke a small hole in your potting mix. Second, using a pair of tweezers or just your fingertips, very carefully pick up the seed by its shell. Never, ever touch that delicate root. Third, place it in the hole with that little root, the radicle, pointing down. And finally, just cover it up lightly with some soil and give it a gentle watering. And here's the payoff for all that careful work. Because that seed is already sprouted, you can see the first leaves push right through the soil in as little as 24 hours. How cool is that? It's just so satisfying to see. Okay, so you might be thinking, can I do this with every seed? Well, not quite. To get the best results, you really need to know which seeds are good candidates for this.
So this method is an absolute game changer for medium to large seeds. We're talking peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, beans. They all love it, but you're going to want to skip it for seeds that are super tiny, almost like dust. Think carrots or some types of lettuce. Why? Honestly, they're just too small and fiddly. It's almost impossible to handle them and get them transplanted without causing damage. When it comes right down to it, what this method really does is take all the mystery out of it. You're not just throwing seeds in the ground and hoping for the best anymore. You're planting with total confidence, knowing that every single seed you put in that soil is alive and ready to grow.
It's just a simple, powerful trick for getting the fastest, most successful germination you've ever had. So now that you're in on this gardener's cheat code, there's really only one question left. What are you going to grow first?